So today we're going to go over the procedure for replacing your disposable gloves in your ChemoSHIELD compounding aseptic containment isolator. So let's start by going over the ChemoSHIELD real quick. I have our main chamber here and our pass-through chamber. I'm going to show you the process of replacing one of the gloves in the main chamber here. So we'll start by, again, I have my standard disposable gloves on, and whether you're wearing these inside this lab or not, it's a good thing to start with a new pair of gloves to protect yourself in case there are any holes in the gloves currently. So, and this also helps with inserting your hands into the gloves that are already there. So I'm going to start by going ahead and putting my hands in these gloves, okay? And what I want to do is a quick surface disinfection of these gloves, right, for this side here. So I'm just going to spray and spray, okay? I'm going to go ahead and just kind of disinfect the gloves that are currently there, right? And now I'm going to go ahead and pull those gloves out. Now this one, depending on which one you're going to be changing, right? Let's say I'm going to be changing this right hand glove. I'm going to go ahead and remove my hand from that one, and I'm going to pull my hand out on this one. Now before I pull my hand entirely out, I'm going to want to go ahead and kind of grasp the glove sleeve. I don't necessarily have to twist it, but I want to put some sort of restriction on it. Because it is a negative pressure isolator, it's pulling air in to that main chamber, possibly through this glove. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that off. And now with a rubber band, I can put the rubber band on. So thank you for that. All right. So again, rather than going over that, I'm going to just go ahead and take this rubber band, zip tie, anything that will kind of contain this glove or this glove sleeve. All right, like that. And now what I want to do is find the original position for where the thumb is positioned. All right, so, and before I remove that, I want to go ahead and just kind of mark the glove sleeve with a magic marker, being careful not to separate that there. So here it is, this is my thumb and the rest of my fingers. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that maybe with an arrow. Okay. And again, this is the inside of the glove that we're looking at here. Okay. All right, so there it is. I'm going to put that down first. Then I'm going to take my glove that I'm using to replace the torn or the defective one, and I'm going to turn this one inside out, noting where the thumb is positioned. And I'll just pull that through like so. All right. Now I'll go ahead and remove the outer or this rubber O-ring from the defective glove or the old glove. I'm going to go ahead and just remove the disposable. Okay. Now I can take the new glove and again carefully work that around the outside retainer. Easier said than done. What I'm trying to do here is not extend the glove over the ring too far, okay? Because that way it'll cause restriction here. So, okay. And I've got that in position. So I'll go ahead and remove the rubber band, okay? I can put that new O-ring or the original O-ring back on. So, now moving it back through. And this is where, again, this glove is going to come in handy so that I can work the glove sleeve back out or inward, being careful not to tear my new glove. Okay. I'm just working that around that. I'll put my hand inside the collar. Okay. And then working the fingers and the thumb. And there we are. Yes, so most pharmacists will have more disposable gloves inside, and that way they can don an additional set of gloves over the gloves that they have inside. The thing to keep in mind is these will deteriorate over time, so it's best to replace the gloves frequently before they get holes, tears, things like that in them. Because of the chemicals that we're using to disinfect, you know, those are very strong chemicals, and they will, you know, deteriorate the gloves just on their own. So again, donning a double or an extra set of gloves is a good idea. That way you can keep those, remove them during processes, and put those in a waste container inside the main chamber. Yeah, well, replacing, the biggest thing is probably dexterity. The disposable gloves allow you to work without or with limited restriction versus the one-piece glove is usually very heavy, cumbersome. You don't have that feel. Even donning two gloves, right, can reduce that dexterity slightly. But this glove sleeve, as you can tell, you know, is very durable. It's very somewhat rigid. It's very thick. So that's what you're going to get if you end up going with a full glove, including the sleeve, and replacing that glove sleeve entirely. It takes a little bit more time, obviously, because of the, you know, the size of it. So again, these glove sleeves should last, you know, well over a year or more, depending on use.